Good morning, doctor and everyone. We are from Group 16 and today we are going to present our Group Assignment 1 video presentation. As you can see, our group consists of 5 group members. I am Harshini Suresh as the leader, followed by VEANTHAN AMIRTHALINGAM, PAVITRA VELLU THAVAR, ABDUL, RASHID bin ABDURAHMAN, and AZIZUL bin RASID. Let me start with Task 1. Based on Task 1, we have to choose any two firms from the data set to answer the following questions. Our group chose Sonic and Athlon.
Hi doctor, I'm Pavitra Level and my metric number is BB21110359. I'm here to discuss about the task 2. So the task 2 explains, which is by using appropriate measures of central tendency, mid, mode, median, compute and interpret the central values of the stock returns for both firms. Support your findings with appropriate charts or graphs. So here I would like to start off from the mean from these two firms, which is Sonic and Athlon. The formula for the mean is the sum of x is divided by the number of data. The sum of x for the Sonic firm is 9595 and then the total number of data is 24. So when we divide, we will get 399.79. Thus, the mean will be 399.79, whereby the mean for Athlon firm is 381.29. Move on to mode. Mode is the value that appears most frequently in a data set. So the mode for the Sonic firm is 410, which is the value appeared in the year 2012 and 2013, whereby there is no mode for the Athlon firm. Lastly, the median is the middle score of a distribution. The formula to find a median is A plus B and then divide by 2. For an instance, the median for the Sonic company is 348 plus with 398 and then divide by 2, we will get 373. Thus, the median of that company is 373. Meanwhile, the median of the Athlon is 385.5.
Hello, my name is AZIZUL bin RASID with student number BB21110292. I'm going to continue for task 3, which is by using measure of dispersion, variance, standard deviation and coefficient of variation, compute and interpret the variability of stock returns for both firms. So we need to know the calculation for variance, standard deviation and coefficient of variations. Variation formula is S squared equal to the sum of the squared difference between observed value and the mean divided by the number of sample of observation minus 1. The formula for standard deviation is square root of the variance, while for the coefficient of variation is equal to standard deviation divided by the mean. To find the variance, we need to calculate the mean. From task 2, we identified the mean for Sonic is 399.8. Then we apply the variance formula, which is insert all the data from each year and minus it with the mean. Then we add all the numbers after we squared minus with the mean. So the sum of the data after we squared Sonic data minus with the mean is 225,545.96. To find the variance, we divided this number with the sample observation minus 1. For Athlon, we also need to calculate the sum of the squared difference between observed value and the mean first. To get the number, same as before, we need to include all the Athlon data into the formula, which is sum of the squared Athlon data minus the mean for each year. The mean for Athlon is 381.3. After we calculate, we'll get the sum of 259,948.69.
So for the next part of the presentation, I'll give the answers for variance, standard deviation, and coefficient of variation for both firms, that is Athlon and Sonic. So for the variance, as just have been mentioned, after entering the numbers according to the formulas needs, that is sum of squared differences between the observed values and the population, that is 225,545.96 divided by 24 minus 1. The answer for the variance of Sonic is 9,806.35. So for the standard deviation, we square root the variance for Sonic, that is 9,806.35. We square root it and we'll get the answers, that is 99.03. So for the coefficient of variation, we will dividing the standard deviation by the mean. So 99.03 divided by the mean, that is 399.8. So we'll get 0.25 for the coefficient of variation for Sonic. So for firms Athlon, the variance is 259,948.96 divided by 24 minus 1. I will get 11,302.13. So for the standard deviation, we square root the variance, that is square root 11,302.13. we'll get 106.21, and the coefficient of variation 106.31 divided by 381.3 will get 0.278 for the coefficient of variation for firms Athlon. So for the next one is the sum of for both firms, that is the variance of firm Athlon is greater than the firm Sonic, where Athlon get 11,302.13 rather than 9,806.35 for firm Sonic. The second one is standard deviation, which is Athlon once again has greater number than the firm Sonic, that is 106.21 for Athlon and 99.03 for Sonic. So for the coefficient of variation, Athlon once again get the higher number for the coefficient of variation, that is 0.278 rather than 0.25 for Sonic number of coefficient of variation.
Next will be task 4. By constructing a 5 summary values table, draw the box plot for both firms. Identify if there are any outliers in the data and the shape of the distribution. The first one will be, we have to find the minimum value. Minimum value refers to the smallest value in the data. For the Sonic, the minimum value is 297, and for the Athlon is 140. The next one will be, we have to find the maximum value. While maximum value refers to the largest value in the data. For the Sonic, the largest value is 613, and for Athlon is 610. Next, we will calculate the 25th percentile, 50th percentile, and 75th percentile for the both firms. To calculate the percentile, we will use the formula LP equal to bracket n plus 1 times P over 100. First, we will start with the Sonic. To find the 25th percentile, we will take 25 over 100 times with the total observation 24 plus 1. We will get 6.25. From the data set on the 6.25 rank, we found that Sonic is 318. We take the 318, we plus with it 0.25 in bracket 324 minus 318, and we will get the 25th percentile 319.5. Followed by the 50th percentile, we take 50 over 100 times with the open bracket 24 plus 1. We will get 12.5. From the data set, the 12.5 rank is equal to 348. So we take 348, we plus with 0.50, open bracket 398 minus 348, and we will get the answer 373 for the 50th percentile. And the last one for sonic will be 75th percentile. We take 75 over 100 times with open bracket 24 plus 1, and we will get 18.75. Based on the data, the 18th rank is referred to 425. So we will take 425 plus with 0.75, open bracket 426 minus with 425, and we will get for the 75th percentile, the answer will be 425.75. The next one will be for athlon. The 25th percentile will be calculated by 25 over 100 times with open bracket 24 plus 1. We will get 6.25. On the data, the 6th rank refers to 325. So we take 325 plus with 0.25, open bracket 327 minus 325. We will get the answer for 25th percentile, which is 325.5. Followed by the 50th percentile, we take 50 over 100 times with open bracket 24 plus 1, we will get 12.5. Based on the data, the 12th rank will be 381. So we take 381 plus with 0.50, open bracket 390 minus 381. The answer for 50th percentile will be 385.5. And the last one for athlon will be 75th percentile. We take 75 over 100 with times with open bracket 24 plus 1, we will get 18.75. In the data set, the 18th rank will be 430. We take 430 plus 0.75, open bracket 441 minus 430. The answer for 75th percentile will be 438.25.
Hello doctor, my name is VEANTHAN son of AMIRTHALINGAM. My matrix number is BB21110096. And now I'm going to explain about the lower limit and the upper limit for the sonic and athlon. First of all, we need to calculate the lower limit and the upper limit for sonic and athlon. The formula for finding lower limit is Q1 minus bracket interquartile range times 1.5. Whereas the formula for upper limit is Q3 plus bracket interquartile range times 1.5. After finding the lower limit and upper limit, we can find the upper limit for sonic and also for athlon. To find the interquartile range, the formula is Q3 minus Q1. After finding the lower limit and upper limit for sonic, the outliers forms in the range of 160.13 and 585.13. Whereas after finding the lower limit and upper limit for the athlon, the outliers form in the range of 156.38 and 607.38. So the shape of distribution for sonic is negatively skewed and the shape of distribution for athlon is positively skewed. In conclusion, standard deviation for sonic and athlon is totally different. For sonic is 99.03 and for athlon is 106.31. This standard deviation helps to determine the market volatility or the spread of the asset prices from their average price. When the price moves widely, the standard deviation is very high. That means the investment will be very risky. Whereas the lower standard deviation means the prices remains lower and calm, so the investments will come with a low risk. Therefore, based on the standard deviation, the athlon firm will be risky with a larger return and the sonic with the lower risky and lower return.